Broke girls are in desperation mode. You know, many of you know what happened. I talked about it in an earlier video. So, a woman that I used to have a relationship with, when I got sick a number of years ago. It's been about 4 years at this point, and many of you know this is the reason why I ended up having to leave the manosphere for a while. I was literally like just between life and the netherworld, and someone that I was very, very good to. And when I got sick, as I was getting sick, they started doing better in life, you know, and they basically they basically ghosted me. So I just was like, okay, cool, goodbye. And now, fast forward many years, this person has just popped up out of nowhere and gone to great lengths to find me. And she's not the first one. She's actually the second one, the second person to do this, the second woman to do this. The first one who did it, her husband passed away, and after her husband passed away, she's now a single mom, and she's reaching out to me saying that we're family, and her son, he needs to see me. Like, bro, we don't even have a relationship like that. Why would I want to see your son? Why would I, like, are you guys, do you see how these single moms work? Do you see how women work? Like, and first, and to be very honest with you, it's like she wasn't even all that great to that dude. And now she's like eyeing for me because she, as she's in her 40s now, mid 40s, and after, and you know, it's like, really, dude, you're coming for me? You're coming for me, sending me emails, and then going to great lengths to find me, and then calling me for months and months at a time. And I won't even answer your calls. I'm rejecting your calls, and then I just finally give up because you won't stop calling me. You won't stop emailing me. You won't stop calling me. And then when I finally speak to you and tell you, dude, I'm not coming to visit you, I don't want to see you, you keep calling me anyway. You keep messaging me anyway, messaging me multiple times during the day. I tell you straight up, like, you treated me like crap, and you basically just keep your mouth closed about it. You don't even address it. And now this other woman, someone that I was very close to, after what she did, basically pops back up in my life, uses a phone number that I would not recognize to reach out to me, goes to great lengths to find me, and starts going on with this nonsense about, like, oh, I didn't have your number anymore, and so how are you calling me? How did you reach me? And she knows how bad it is. She ghosted me. She 100% ghosted me. All right. And then after that, she tried to reach out to me like a long time after that, and I just ignored her. And now fast forward, she's like, it's like 4 years, and she's literally out here doing this. All right. And I picked up my phone, and I'm shocked to discover I knew she was gonna message me, but because she told me that, like, she was like, oh, I love you. Love me. I just hung up on her. When she called me and said, I love you, I hung up on her. I straight up hung up on her. And then I get, a message. I didn't even know. I just saw it. And I'm looking at my phone, and there's like a bunch of messages in there. And one thing, like, I see, like, I see a picture of her, and I'm looking at it because the way she's dressed is just unbelievable. And she has like a tattoo on her, and the tattoo is a tattoo of death. And I'm like, what the living hell is this? I can't, I'm like, y'all, I just cannot believe. I can't, guys, like, modern women, you have a tattoo of death on you. And it's not even like a small one, a huge tattoo of that. And it's like, she's like skinny. She's really, really skinny now. So obviously, like, whatever money she's been making, she's been using it to, buy the white fluffy stuff. I mean, it's 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 absolutely ridiculous, you know. And I don't know. I don't know. So that like I just look at her and I'm like, okay, so that's where all of your money that's where all of your money's going right now. It's going into the white fluffy stuff. It's going into the white fluffy stuff. My goodness. Because you can just you can look at someone and know and I've known her. I knew whenever she was using stuff, I knew when she was using, because she would always get very sick. And I'm looking at her now and she is so she's so skinny, and then her skin color, when she's like doing stuff, her skin color changes. And many of you know what I'm talking about. Like when people learn stuff, the color of their skin changes. So she's like another color now. Okay. So you can always tell that they're sick. You can always tell that they're sick. And I'm like, you're telling me I love you. And then I look at my phone and I could see, like, this is someone who ghosted me. And I could see, I'm in shock to discover that she messaged me at like 5 a.m. this morning. 5 a.m., y'all. Why would a woman who has been ghosting you for years message you at 5 a.m. in the morning, call you up from a number, an unrecognized number that's not her phone number, and then immediately say I love you, and then message you, and then when she's like not getting the hint, like I don't care, she's sending me like messaging me at 5 a.m. in the morning and telling me nonsense like the first thing she tells me. Let me see. I want to grab this grab the text. I'm like, I'm heated. I'm heated. And she's like, "Oh, hello. I lost your number, but checking in a photo, I captured your number." So she's saying that she was looking around and then she saw that she had a picture of my phone number in a photo. Guys, how would she have a picture of my phone number? She says I had gotten a screenshot of it. And I said, I'm going to talk and to see and see if this is your number, because I had old numbers for you. And guys, she had a screenshot she had captured my phone number in a screenshot. Does that make a lot of sense to you? Does that make any sense to you at all? And keep in mind, when you're moving your phone, your numbers from one phone to another, they move over automatically. So did you delete my phone number? Is that the reason why? That doesn't, and you can't even play stupid because you messaged me some time ago, and I just ignored you. And it's crazy because I'm looking at the comments on the video I made, and people are like responding, and they're sharing their exact experience. They're basically saying, "Yeah, dude, this is what happened to me. This is what happened to me." You know, like it's crazy. And this is 2024. They're losing everything. Like, look at this. Look, these are comments. So this is the video I made. She ghosted me and then called me to tell me that she loved me. And here's one comment from user. He says, "Women say I love you like they're handing out free candy on Halloween. Their love you is just another resource acquisition tactic." Guys, they see the writing on the wall. They see the absolute writing on the wall right now. We're living in apocalyptic times, and they're looking for somebody. They're looking for a man. Chad and Tyrone, it's like, the fun is still going, but they need a real man. Goodbye. They need a plan B guy. I think not. Let me keep going. Jerry says, "When you are on top, your friends know who you are. When you are not, you know who your friends are. I live by the saying." Urban says, "I had an ex-girlfriend call me after I broke up with her 10 years previous. Heard nothing from her Heard nothing from her during that time. 10 years. She called me and then hung up. I called back. She said, "How did you get my number?" I said, "You just called me." She went on about how she had gotten pregnant and how her boyfriend was not treating her right and took her car keys. And he asked her, "Why doesn't she call the police?" She doesn't answer. And so he told her that she's not going to if she's not going to call the police. So he said that I told her she's not going to call the police because you like that person and you're just like that person. She cried and hung up. Hmm. I'm telling y'all, what they do is they go back to the person who was there for them when they're going through hard times, when things are not well. Something's wrong with her. Something's absolutely wrong. Things are not right with this girl. Right? She's not doing well or something. Like she doesn't look good. Doesn't look good. Even though she claims that she's okay, she's not. She wouldn't be reaching out to me if she was. She wouldn't be messaging me at 5 a.m. in the morning. This is a person who would not respond to my messages. She would not be messaging me at 5 a.m. in the morning if she was doing all right. Quan says, don't give them anything, no time, no resources, no free accommodation, no validation, no assistance. It will only be wasted in vain. Build yourself up, secure yourself, be frugal. That's right. I appreciate that. That's what I always say, man. Live below your means. Get your money and then live below your means. Live well below your means. Happy says, women are unbelievable. Stay clear of these individuals and enjoy your life, gents. You only get one. Cave says, they leave us when we are down, but have no problem coming back when we are chilling in a recession / no debt wife girlfriend equals winning. Let's check this out. Ether says, an important thing about dating and relationships, lies and manipulation don't get you anywhere you should be. Those things will always cost you. Don't listen to dating coaches telling you to misrepresent yourself or approach relationships as transactions. I believe that single mom was trying to trap you. I bet she would be all over you so she could get your resources. Then she had you. She'd get back on the carousel more after things were stabilized. Absolutely. I had to tell off and block someone after I found out about their roster. I found out that's how bills got paid. What does that sound like? That's not for me. Sh- um, Shutting from the sky says, "OMG, I wish I could call in with my story." Reno says, if my ex ever dares to contact me when the collapse happens after I gave her so many chances, I'm going to put her on dial tone while I try to survive off my canned foods. Shoots. Brian says, get to the chopper. Joseph says, a woman will never truly love you for you. They will only love you for the things that you can do for them. Absolutely correct. Rock says, angry, nothing can stop what is coming. I think you know what I'm talking about. We all know what you're talking about. The hell on earth. Wildwad says, also had an ex reach out to me after a year. Always financially motivated. Block the number and move on. Guys, this is the mask here. Men are guys. This is why I always say expect the worst while hoping for the best. Treat everything they say as a lie and then try to look for the truth in the lies. If I treat everything that she says as a lie, and it's hard to find any truth in that entire in whatever she's saying. Okay, it's hard to find truth in any of that. She took a screenshot of my phone number and she found the screenshot and now she's reaching out to me. Ugh, what a load, what a load of crock. And then immediately goes, I love you. And then messaging me at 5 a.m. in the morning. 5 a.m. in the morning. Guys, that is desperation. Something is wrong, and I don't care. I really don't care. My goal is to go to Japan and live as a hermit. My goodness. David says, you're so locked in to what's happening. Just happened to me a few days ago. A very attractive ex I was really into back in the day randomly texted. She was thinking about me. I just let it lie and didn't respond and won't. Don't stop making these videos, AG. There's still too many men plugged in to the simp Matrix. Man. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. It's guys, I had not spoken to her in so long that she left a voicemail at first because she called and I didn't pick up and she left a voicemail and I listened to it. I'm like, I didn't even understand what the hell she was saying. I didn't even know it was her. I didn't understand. I didn't know it was her. Pathetic. 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 I'm just shaking my head, y'all. As Bob says, as Pop would say, it's the sling back effect. It happens every 2, 7, and 10 years. My gosh. Ohio says, I feel you, bro. Every one of my ex-girlfriends has called me over the last 2 years with the same exact lines. I've been thinking about you. I missed you. I would like to get together sometime and catch up, maybe see where things go, blah, blah, blah. Oh, God. Amen says, I love you as code for I like what you do for me right now when it comes from a woman. CO8 says, they always come back. Prof. Hayes says, women with a cup of coffee. Ruin says, she tried to get a wedding out of you, AG. Oh, gosh. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. This is modern day reality for us as men. Modern day reality. This is what we have to deal with. Guys, don't forget I have another channel called Angry where I discuss gaming, anime, geek stuff, nerd stuff, real world stuff, and whatever else interests me. There's a link to a description of the video. Yeah, you can head over there, head over to the channel, check the channel out, subscribe to the channel. If you're enjoying the content on this channel, you want even more Angry Guy content, you can head over to Men Walking Away. I release new videos on the Men Walking Away channel daily. There's a link to a description of the video. Go check it out, subscribe to the channel, support my work. I mean, guys, broke girls are in desperation mode right now. You see what's happening, hyperinflation. Men are entering into their soft guy era. The roosters are coming home to crow. I don't know what her problem is, and I really don't care. Let me know about your own experiences if you've gone through this, because it's obvious so many of you guys have gone through this. So I want to hear your stories. Let's talk about them in the comments. And what do you think about my situation or what's happening with these different women that are suddenly trying to come back into my life? I love you. Come on, get out of here. I wasn't born yesterday. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA Men Walking Away. And cheers.